Welcome, everybody. Today is the Christmas special Drum Education Live. Please subscribe our channel. Press the like button. Please make us happy.
That's all we want for Christmas.
That's all we want for all I want for Christmas is click.
Felipe!
Yeah. What, Ciara?
Yes! Thank you for doing this with me this year.
Yes, I would say the same. Thank you for doing this with me. I have no idea how you put up, but you know.
Tell me some highlights of your year.
This behind me.
Yes! Oh my goodness, show us. So you're in a studio and
again I have my own studio back. So my official drum kit where I record and practice stuff. Then just behind me here, no, I need to go to the other side. The teacher's kit and the student's kit with a flat screen in front.
3 drum kits.
Yeah.
And a TV.
And there the cupboard where I have all my treasures.
All of your books.
Yeah, and then the practice station. It's not finished yet. I need to put more of those black things back there.
Yeah.
Which, to control the sound a bit. I want to put a mirror in front of the practice station, but it's fully functional.
Yay! It looks great. Well
Thank
done,
you.
Congratulations.
So, how about your highlights of 2022?
I really enjoyed the UK drum show.
Yes, that was amazing.
I loved that. Getting to watch Annika Niles live, somewhat emotional moment for me.
Cool.
It was just so good.
My favorite thing about the UK drum show is that I could actually poke people. Hey, you exist. It's not just someone on my screen.
Did you actually poke anyone you shouldn't have?
No, I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
Yeah. If I did, I probably would be. We wouldn't have the rest of the year because I would have been arrested.
No, it was good. And you know what? What I loved about that weekend was just the community. Like, how many people did we meet and hang out with? It was crazy.
Yes.
From
exactly.
day one. It was like, hey, it's Adam Stanley. Hey, it's Will Daly. You know, there's all these people.
All these people we only knew this big on the computer screen. And now they're like flesh and bones and
Charlotte Bibby, name dropping now. Charlotte Bibby, Kerr, Dion, everyone. It was so nice.
It was great.
You're already friends, you know.
I think the greatest achievement of these kind of shows is the community.
Yeah.
Because equipment, you can always go on the internet. You have people talking about all kinds of equipment and demonstrating equipment. You can always go to a shop and try the equipment for yourself. But the community of people actually meeting and exchanging information and just having, you know, conversations. Like we used to meet for dinner. We used to go together, everybody after to go for dinner and spend hours just talking.
Yeah. I think I would like to go again next year. Are you going to go?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's such a good thing to do, and it really, I don't know, just drummers are the best. I will always say that, because there was not one person I met who was a dick. Everyone was really nice. And since then, it's only deepened the friendship, and it's like genuine friendship.
Exactly.
And looking out for each other. So that was wonderful.
And there's a lot of educational stuff, because there was the Mike Dolber's room where he had his stuff, and Mike Johnston's room where he had his stuff. So all the time there was something happening.
Yeah. So and I didn't even get to really look in Mike Dolber's room, not really. So that's what I'm going to do next year.
Yeah, so there was always a clinic, a master class, a show at the big auditorium.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I'll never forget that first day. I'd booked to see loads of drummers, hadn't I? And I was so tired. It's like, I can't believe it. It's like one and then running to the next and then the next. I thought it'd be a lot more chilled.
No, it's
and like,
not.
oh, I'll have time. No, I don't have any time. I'm not doing that again. I'm just going to book one drummer a day, or like two. Yeah, that was really good. And I don't know, I feel like I've had loads of good things happen this year.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know, I've had some clinics. Had some clinics with you. I had a clinic with Richard Spaven, and I joined Veta.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my drum camps. It's all, I don't know, just some good stuff. Learning a lot this year. It's been a lot of change. So it doesn't mean it's all been positive, to keep it real. There's been a lot of self-doubt. A lot.
But I think self-doubt is a little bit, it's healthy, a little bit, it's healthy because it keeps you in check.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it'd be embarrassing if I was like, oh, I don't need to, I'm cool, and then you crash
I
and
know
burn.
everything. Don't worry. I got this.
But it was definitely too far the other way, especially for the Spaven clinic. That was, I don't want to go through that again. That was a lot of.
But you're not going to go through that again because you've learned a lot and you delivered, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, and it's just also, what it was that really helped me with all of this mental stuff is our interview or episode with Sarah Thawer. Honestly, and if you haven't listened to that episode, guys,
go back.
You have to.
Yeah.
I don't remember what number it was, but it was amazing because she was just talking about, as cheesy as it sounds, accepting yourself and loving yourself, and that really hit a chord because it's true. If you totally accept yourself or try to, then it's like, well, this is me and this is what I'm going to give you, and it doesn't matter about anything else. It doesn't matter if I fail or, I'm not thinking about trying to impress anyone. I'm not thinking about, oh, made a mistake there. I'm just being as present as I can, and that really helped try and get my brain in check.
Yeah, it is a journey because I remember I used to try to I don't know if the word is please, but I used to try to please everyone. So if I want to, I wanted to try to get all kinds of gigs and try to please everybody, and that's the recipe for disaster. That's the recipe for it not happening.
Yeah.
The moment I understood I'm a rock drummer, that's what I play.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a huge influence, but a name that's always constantly mentioned after I play is John Bonham. So the moment I agreed, okay, this is who I am. Let's say the son of John Bonham, right?
Yeah.
My life became a lot easier and playing became much more fun.
I like that. You're not being imprisoned by other
No,
people's.
I'm not. And obviously, I try to play many different styles. So when somebody comes to me and say, I have a jazz gig, can you play jazz? My answer is yes, but I don't sound like a jazz drummer. Now,
what do they say?
Now the ball is in your court.
Yeah.
Sometimes, to be honest with you, when somebody asks me to play jazz, it's because they're pretty desperate and they cannot find another drummer. So they call. I most of the time I play the gig, but I know I'm not going to be called a second time unless the person gets desperate. Same thing with the Brazilian music. Can you play bossa nova? Yes, but I don't sound like a bossa nova drummer. I sound like John Bonham playing bossa nova.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's you. And it's
Exactly.
it's freeing though, isn't it? Because
It
I'm
is.
the same. I'm not a jazz drummer. I'm not. I could definitely not do Brazilian or anything like that. And that's the trouble becomes when you try and do it all. And then I think, as you said, you get further and further away from being yourself and having your own voice as a drummer because you're just doing all of the things or trying to do them, and it's too much.
It is. It is. You know, and there is stuff that you need to realize, and that only comes with maturity and understanding. You know, yeah, I would love to be Jack DeJohnette, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'd like to be Buddy Rich, but definitely
Uh,
no.
well, as Oscar Wilde used to say, be yourself. Everyone else is taken.
I like that. That needs to be on a t-shirt. I would wear that t-shirt. What are you looking forward to in the new year?
uh, fulfilling the purpose of Drum Education Live, the original purpose of actually doing clinics and being drum education live, you know. And because we did a clinic in last October, you, me, and Mark, and I think it went really well, and I had a lot of fun. And again, a lot of fun because it was like three friends getting together. So there was the clinic itself, but there was all the banter leading into the clinic, and then all the banter winding down at the cafe.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and to be honest, this is why I played music. I started to play music because I want to be part of a band. You know, we have a band of sorts.
It's a community, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's what we want. You're right, and that support was really lovely. If you weren't there, we each introduced like each other. Like I introduced Mark. Mark introduced you.
yeah,
I introduced Mark.
and I
He
introduced you.
You introduced me. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's nice. It's like a personal touch.
yeah, and it's and the good thing is uh, sometimes when you go to a clinic, is a stranger introducing the person who's going to do the clinic, and the person only know the drummer, doesn't know the person behind the drum kit.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
whoever's introducing, he's an amazing drummer. Yeah, of course he is. That's why he's there. If he wasn't, why would you put the guy to do the master class or a clinic or whatever, right? I've never been to a clinic and say, yeah, this guy's really crap.
No.
I have no idea why we invited him to play because he's really bad.
No. No. What have you learned this year?
Patience.
Oh. Do you think you're a more patient man now?
Yeah, a little bit. Patience and Latin blood doesn't go well together, but you know.
Oh.
But this room here tested my patience and my bank account to the limit. Like I've never thought it would, you know.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about and going back in my head with the things, talking about this with a friend, and then I realized I sent the first email to the company that provided the materials beginning of May this year. Okay? Which means I had already been here measuring the space and talking to the guys. So let's say I've been here sometime in April. I signed the contract on the 29th of September. And the studio was only ready for me, not ready. Like the guy finished the soundproofing part. I had to paint and plaster and everything else and bring everything. I could only start doing my bit on the 22nd, around the 22nd of October.
Oh man. Wow, well done.
So that's why
That is a long time.
That's why I think what I learned most this year was patience.
Oh.
How about you?
I don't even know. What have I learned? That in order to pursue goals and things that you want to do, you've got to put yourself in an uncomfortable place, I think. Like most days too. Yeah. You just have to put yourself out there and feel uncomfortable.
True.
And so I've been doing a lot of that this year. But I've also learned that I have a very busy mind. And I've been saying this to myself for years, but I probably do need to be one of those people who meditates, because I do not. But I feel like I really just need to give in and just start. So my mind can
I think
up.
The busy mind is a trait of the creative mind.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because everybody I know that work something related to art has a busy mind. Most people don't do much because they don't put themselves out of the comfort zone. But the mind is very busy. My mind is very busy.
Yeah, but I've had enough of it now.
Paul Holes, his mind is like the festival short circuit happening.
I guess I want more control over that. You know, I want to stay married. So being present.
That's a goal for 2023.
That's my goal for next year.
Yeah.
But no, like, you know, staying present in a conversation with my husband whilst the kids are going crazy and whilst, you know, I've got too many things going on in my mind about drum camps, drum lessons, podcasts, whatever else, is something I'm not very good at the minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna give the advice I should take, but maybe you could have one thing that I believe helps is if you start writing things down. Because for example, you would go crazy in my head if you could see my head thinking about all the books I want to write. Okay. What I've done is I've started all of them. So
in your head, or
no, I actually started writing them.
Oh, cool.
You know, so they are in various different phases of development. Some might never see the light of the day, but they're not in my head anymore because they are in the computer.
Yeah, I like that.
And then when I feel like writing about something, it's there. I just need to pick up from where I started.
Yeah.
Or from where I finished before. You know?
I like that.
So, you have ideas for drum camps, write them down. You have ideas for lessons, write them down.
Yeah.
Because then they don't need to be in your mind anymore.
Yeah. And they don't last, things in my mind don't last long. It's just like a revolving door because I'm like, what's that? Or, I need to make some tea, whatever, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So I do write it down on my phone, but I think I need a better system.
Yeah, and there is that, you know, because you have all the things in your mind about drumming. You have all of your things in your mind about being a wife, and you have all the things in your mind about being a mother. So nightmare.
No, it's all good. I'm very grateful. I'm just aware of I'm just aware that I want to be as present as possible, but that's not easy when you've got lots of stuff on.
You need to learn to be present at the moment.
Yeah.
That's what makes the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, being fully immersed in the moment, and then you're not thinking about anything else. You're not thinking about the time and all of
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Because I think I mentioned this before. I've read a book called "The Talent is Overrated," which I believed it before I read the book, and I'm convinced that anyway. But in the book, the guy mentions a teacher, a violin teacher from the 19th century, where the student was complaining that, oh, I spent hours practicing and I don't seem to get anywhere. And this teacher from 200 years ago said, if you only practice with your fingers, you're going to practice the whole day and it's not going to be enough. If you practice with your mind, 1 hour might be enough.
Oh, love that.
And that's it. So if instead of spending 6 hours at the drum kit, not actually doing anything, it's not going to help. But if you manage to stay 30 minutes presently working on one thing.
That's it. I agree. And I feel like I'm good at that. I'm good at the drum practice because I've had lots of time to practice being completely, I'm focused. I'm like, I'm logged on. I'm doing the thing. It's just trying to separate that, isn't it? And go, okay, I'm in here. Perfect. I go out there. I need the same focus. Yeah. So that is my goal, I think, for next year, and to get completely ripped muscle-wise.
Wow.
Get another drum kit.
Yes. Now we're talking.
Maybe buy a few snares. Build up my drum collection.
Yes.
Next year.
Important. Yeah. I recommend. And then slowly taking over the whole room that you're building.
Yeah, don't tell Neil.
What's going to happen to this room?
We're undecided yet.
Oh, I have them.
Go. What do you think?
This is the gym now.
I don't know. I don't look what he's having done. I've got a lodge in the garden that's built. It's going to be half drums, half gym because Neil's committed because he's got all of this crazy what do you call it? Like a machine thing that you can do presses, barbell presses. So it's going to be like nailed to the wall. He's got like wooden.
There are 4 walls
bits.
there. He can nail it to the walls there.
No, it's going to be okay. I can go and do my gym stuff and then just go across and drum. So it'll be good. But I think this should just be another room just for either the kids or to have people if they want to stay. Oh. Like yourself.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
I don't mind sleeping by the drum kit. Well, thank you very much for putting up with me for 1 more year.
Thank you for putting up with me.
I hope we'll have this end of the year conversations for many years to come still.
Aww.
And
yes.
Let's put our show on the road.
Let's do it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.